This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for May 27th, 2026. Dean DeLeo from Stone Temple Pilots and his project One More Satellite have mixed and mastered their second album with a tentative release date for later this fall. Dean DeLeo saying, quote, "It'll be 10 songs that Eric Kretz from STP plays on one of the tracks. Jimmy Johnson and Brian Tichy also appear on the album." DeLeo saying, "I was simply sitting on some songs that I wanted to record. What started out as an instrumental album quickly changed soon after Pete and I started talking. He was going to sing on a song or two and then wound up singing on 8 of the 10 on the record." Songwriter, producer, and frontwoman of Four Non Blondes, Linda Perry, is taking aim at Green Day in a recent interview over what she said was the band backing out of an agreement for her to produce the follow-up to 2004's American Idiot because she's a woman and had produced pop singers, saying, quote, "That was fucked up, all because Billy Joe Armstrong's a little pussy and got all of this backlash from his fans and didn't like it." Marcos Curiel from POD has confirmed that the band has completed work on a new studio album. The recording sessions for the follow-up to 2024's Veritas took place in the Whitman section of South Philadelphia with producer and engineer Will Yip at Memory Music Studios. As for a possible release date for the new POD album, he said, quote, "We don't have a release date. We don't have a title yet, but it's coming. I think we're going to hopefully release a new song just to the public in August. We're excited about it because we really feel strongly about this new music." Alter Bridge have firmed up dates for the second leg of their What Lies Within tour. Starting in Philadelphia on November 5th, the band will go out with Big Rec and Tim Montana. Pre-orders are live now for the first ever vinyl pressing of St. Vincent's Live in London. Released on March 20th, digitally, Live in London is a living document of St. Vincent's majestic BBC Proms performance last year at London's Royal Albert Hall, where she was accompanied by the 60-piece Jules Buckley Orchestra. The Red Clay Strays will mark the arrival of their eagerly awaited third studio album, Grateful, with a special live event. The Grateful album release concert will take place at Nashville's The Pinnacle on Wednesday, June 3rd. The album arrives on Friday, June 5th. Dragon Force have announced a fall 2026 North American tour celebrating the 20th anniversary of their album Inhuman Rampage. The tour kicks off November 13th in San Diego and features a stop at the Palladium in Worcester, Massachusetts on November 27th. Tickets go on sale this Friday, May 29th at 10 a.m. through Ticketmaster. Dave Grohl revisited his Nirvana past during the Foo Fighters headlining set at the Bottle Rock Napa Valley Festival over the weekend, performing a live cover of the Vaseline's Jesus Wants Me for a Sunbeam for the first time in the group's history. The Vaselines recorded their version in 1987 for their EP Dying For It. The song became known as part of Nirvana's Unplugged performance, MTV Unplugged in New York, recorded November 18th, 1993. The album was released following the death of Kurt Cobain on November 1st, 1994. Weezer frontman Rivers Cuomo has uploaded a playlist of acoustic cover versions of a varied variety of songs by artists, including Dolly Parton, Whitney Houston, Radiohead, Michael Jackson, Nirvana, and Metallica. Songs like Jolene, Billie Jean, Enter Sandman, and Creep. Other covers include I Want to Dance with Somebody, Harry Nilsson's Without You, and Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine. Rivers Cuomo gave no reason for the decision to share the recordings as Weezer gets ready to go out on a headlining tour with a stop in Boston at the TD Garden. And Poppy has released a cover of Alanis Morissette's Hand in My Pocket that she shared online. The rendition is part of a tribute to Alanis Morissette's 17 times platinum certified 1995 album, Jagged Little Pill. Other artists taking part in the tribute include Charlotte Sands, Lights, The Haunt, Bailey Spin, and Avril Lavigne. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 312 with Gil Moore from Triumph is available now.